What is going on, everyone? Welcome to my channel. This is Shahryar and I'm gonna go over the craziest trade ever. So I'm gonna go over the trade that I took today on Netflix, but before that, let me go over the overall market. Let me show you the price action. Let me show you what happened today, and I will show you my trade on Netflix as well and the whole thought process behind taking that trade. So first of all, the market had a crazy run today, and if you see the overall market, S&P 500 ETF was in a crazy chop for almost 2 months, right? If you go check out weekly chart or monthly chart, we were in this range for like 2 months, almost 7 weeks, right? So this was a crazy chop zone, and I was telling the members in the community that we need to get above or below this range, above this 418, 418.5, or below this 403, 404 for a clean movement to the upside or to the downside. As traders, I don't care, we shouldn't care whether the price go down or up, right? If the price goes up, I go long, I buy calls, I make money. If the price goes down, I go short, I buy puts, I make money, right? So that's not the case. The direction is not important. What is important is that we should get out of this chop zone, right? So on SPY, we finally did that today, right? On NASDAQ QQQ, we were above this range for a couple of days, but the price action was not really that good, and as you can see, the volume was not supporting as well, right? But today we finally went up and the price action was really strong, super strong. The volume was really good, and we finally got out of this range and we broke this critical 335-ish zone, which was a critical resistance. And on monthly chart, it is beautiful, right? It's beautiful move to the upside, right? So we will see if this level is gonna hold or not. But I was watching Netflix. So the reason I was watching Netflix is here. I talked about Netflix before the market opened, and I talked about it for our community members, and I mentioned that Netflix should be on watch. We had a news on Netflix, and here it is, right? Here it is. I mentioned that Netflix is on watch. It has a news that the number of subscribers, the number of active users is above 5 million in the world, right? So because of this news, we had a crazy move to the upside on Netflix, right? And I was watching Netflix before the market opened, and I even had it in the game plan for our community members. I had a lot of names on watch. Everyone knows how they should trade these names, and I had Netflix on watch as well, right? So what happened here was that if you see the daily chart on Netflix, this is, by the way, the crazy movement on Netflix, right? If you check out the daily chart, you can see that obviously we were in an uptrend since July 2022, right? Higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows. And we have been holding this uptrend for this long time, right? And recently the price was getting into a tough zone between this 315 and 350 area, right? We were in this bull pennant, and we had this crazy resistance around 350 and a support around 315. So this level obviously is on watch, above the 349, 350 zone and below this level. So what happened was that today it had a news, and because of that, in the pre-market, Netflix already gapped up, and in the last few days, it one time hit this 348 area, consolidated. We are experiencing a bull flag here, and this bull flag got broken with volume, hit this area, and it was on watch for me. This level of 349, 350 was on watch for me. Obviously, I wanted to enter ASAP in the morning when the price started pushing higher, but it happened very, very fast. So I got in almost when the price was retracing back here, and I entered calls here. I entered 350 calls at around 32, 933 this times, right? And then I ran the whole way to the upside. I started scaling out, and I still have a runner. This move was crazy. So I have only one contract as a runner to see if Netflix can gap up and go above this 380-ish zone. If it goes above 380, we have 400 like easily, right? This is crazy move. Look at the volume here, right? So what happened was that, are you ready? Boom. I had $13,000 profit. I have one contract, still holding that. I'm up around 1750 on that contract, but I'm holding that. I'm okay with losing all that money because like I am up like 12,000. I don't care about that money. So here what happened was that I scaled out. Most of my scaling out was at around $7, 6.75, and then the rest around 9.35. On average, overall, I got out around 7. So if I wanted to buy shares here and make $13,000 on this move, I had to put $150,000 of capital into this trade to make $13,000, right? Which is a lot of money, right? But with options, I did it a lot less. I did it with $15,000. So I put $15,000, I made $13,000, which is crazy, right? Almost 100% return on investment. So these contracts, when I entered, was 3.6. So in the morning when it kind of started right at the bottom was around 2. It went all the way up to $26, 1,300%. It's insane, right? It's like crazy. People are looking for these plays in small caps, in like stocks that are like, I don't know, random. They use a lot of scanners. You can find these moves in blue chip names like Netflix, which is a lot safer. I mean, this move was crazy, right? It's not gonna happen every single day, but we have a lot of 100, 200, 300% returns on trading options in different blue chip names. And this is an example. Obviously it's an extreme example, but it happened, right? If you were putting $1,000, you could make you could make bank here, right? And I also did it. Like I put $15,000, I made $13,000 on this move, right? So my average entry was at 3.6. My average exit was at 6.9, almost 7. Overall, I almost twice my money. The return on investment was around, I don't know, 90%, which is insane. So why I held it, the reason for holding this trade was the volume. The volume was insane. The confirmations was crazy. Our MTC members, they already know the confirmations, why I put a lot of risk. So I put risk here, but this was worth it, right? The probability of the trade going in my favor was a lot higher than a normal trade. Because of that, I put a lot more risk in this trade, and I was willing to put that risk. If the probability of this trade going in my favor was not that high, I wouldn't put that much risk in it, right? Another important thing is this level 2 and time on sales. This can tell you a lot about this movement. This can tell you how the buyers are moving, how the sellers are acting, right? And with analyzing this, you can really understand the behavior of buyers and sellers, the supply and demand, right? This is next level, but you can learn these things, you can work on it, you can have a lot of screen time to learn it. If you want to learn it, you can join MTC Incubator as well. If not, you can watch, you can learn, you can paper trade, right? There are a lot of ways to learn. The overall market is an insane opportunity for everyone. If you miss these moves and you don't know how to trade, you're missing on a lot of money that you can make. I'm not saying it's easy. It's not easy. It took me a couple of months to be able to make money. It took me 3-4 years to get to this point, but it's worth it, right? You need to understand that the potential on making this amount of money is like crazy, right? But it takes time. You need to learn, you need to educate yourself. You can't just come and click on buy and sell and be able to make money. That's not how it works. You need to, I studied this. I knew this is gonna work with high probability. I didn't know 100% it will go up. I didn't know it will go from this 345 all the way up to 375. I didn't know that. No one knows that, right? But I know there is an opportunity there. When I know that there is an opportunity, I will put my money into this trade. I'm willing to risk to gain 13,000, which is crazy. It happened in like 30 minutes. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys. This was one of my greatest trades, and obviously Netflix helped. So I'm gonna go and watch some Netflix to appreciate the whole company and the whole return on this investment. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please go ahead, ask in the comments. If you guys want to learn more about trading, check out metatradingclub.com. And if you guys want to learn more about my day-to-day and what stocks I'm watching, I talk about all of these things in my Instagram, Shahryar Trades. So thank you very much, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.